So 97% of the people, they are never able to bridge the gap between the dreaming and achieving. He's living that kind of life which you all kind of dream of living. She's living one of the poshest area in Japan. I'm quite excited and let this year to be the best year of her life.
Amazing presentation.
Wow, amazing.
Now the world is around you. Salisa started dreaming around 26 and she achieved in 30. So you made the year starting first presentation amazingly, and who attended, they are all lucky. Thank you very much, Gaurav, and wonderful presentation. It made our day actually. So today we were having opinion that goal setting. So Gaurav has prepared a goal setting presentation. Gaurav, 30 minutes plus you will be taking.
Yeah, it'll be around 35 minutes.
Thank you, Gaurav. You can present, right?
Let me just check. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, first of all, Sally San, Ram San, and Piyush San for giving me the opportunity to give a presentation of on my favorite topic, which is the goal setting. And I would like to start with one of the tests was done by Howard University, which was a kind of a survey which was done, and that was on why are you not there yet? Okay, so that is one of the important topic which they thought of making a survey, and they found out that a certain percentage of people are there that they never build out the bridge between the dreaming and achieving. Now, any guesses how much that will be? Well, the alarming fact is it is 97%. So 97% of the people, they are never able to bridge the gap between the dreaming and achieving. And because of that, in fact, there's another rule which is called as 90-10 rule, which say that 90% of the entire world population is earning mere just 10% of the entire income, whereas the 10% of the entire population, and they are earning 90% of the entire income. So that is an alarming factor. In fact, there's something that these 97% of the people, they are missing out on. And in fact, if you switch the perspective, it is the remaining 3% of the people, they are doing something good, something which they are doing good, they are able to build that gap. So we'll try and find out as to what exactly it could be. And by the end of the session, you're going to get these three learnings, which is the first, what exactly do you mean by goal setting? That is the first learning. Second is why goal setting is so very important. And third is the bestest way. That is what I've learned so far. The bestest way of doing the goal setting, which I've learned from my coaches, Mitesh and Hindu Khatri. So before I get onto the presentation, I'd just like to give you the brief introduction about myself. I'm Gaurav Mehra. I am successfully running a media production house based out of Pune for the past 15 years. And my biggest qualities, I can say, is about I am a lifelong student and a passionate learner. I love to learn something new, something productive, something very interesting. And I'm also a master of active listening. That means that listening to me is like deep diving into the ocean. Everybody, each one of us is actually carrying an entire ocean with us. So for me, it is like deep diving ocean and exploring new things about the person. Okay, so this is my brief introduction. Let me just get back to the presentation. I would like to take you around 30 years back in my journey of my life. When I was at the age of 21, a young dreamer full of aspirations, I had just finished my MBA graduation along with Piyush San. Piyush Kapoor San is my actually batchmate, MBA, and he was my roommate as well. For 2 years, we were together day and night, and that is why we had that kind of bonding with us. And so we were kind of MBA fresh graduate, and we are quite ready to get into the corporate world and to join the professional world. At that particular moment, I got an opportunity to, go through a presentation for one of the company which is getting launched, and that presentation was going to happen in one of the 5-star hotels. Now, 30 years back, going to a 5-star hotel was obviously a big thing for me, and going for just for presentation of a company, it was again, I was quite excited to go there. And I still remember that when I went there, I saw the entire huge door of the presentation hall, and it was going to be something kind of a Bollywood entry when I was trying to open the door, because all the aspirations, all the dreaming, everything was there. And as I opened, I saw all the huge crowd sitting both sides, and everybody was looking in the front on the presenter, who was well dressed, and he had a little pony also. So that was also quite unusual for me. And why I'm saying it is kind of Bollywood entry, because as soon as I was getting inside, the presenter told me something. In fact, he announced something and that actually quite hit me quite hard. Those wordings. Those are the 9 words that changed everything for me. That was that the dreams are the most powerful energy in this universe. Now, it hit me so hard that I was completely on the 7th heaven altogether as I was walking inside. Because, going through one of the presentation at the 5-star hotel with all the aspirations, all the expectations from the professional world, and this is the first sentence which I get to hear. So I carried that along with me throughout my life. And why the dreams are so powerful? Because whatever you see around you, like mobile or laptops, the aeroplanes or the automobiles in which we travel in, and where we stay, all the architecture, everything, is actually an outcome of a dream. It didn't just fall from the universe, right? Someone has dreamt about it to create it, and that is how it took a shape. Now, if the dreams are so powerful, so what went wrong? I went through the entire presentation and I was quite impressed, and it needed some kind of investment. So I was a fresher, so obviously I didn't go for that opportunity. So I carried on with my life. But when I'm looking back right now, first of all, why it reminded me of that particular situation, because when Piyush San told me that this is a biggest opportunity coming for us, which is the new skin coming to India for the first time, that was almost like 5 months back, I remember. And the one thing which is common between this and that the earlier presentation that was 30 years back was both were network marketing companies. That is the only thing which I remember about that presentation which happened 30 years back. And I don't even remember which company was it, but that was the only thing which I remember right now. Right. So when I heard that this is a network marketing company, obviously that sentence again, kind of provoked me. That was a kind of a flame which was still lingering around inside me, somewhere deep, deep, deep inside, with all the, the journey of the life, with all the achievements, with all the failures, everything. It was completely somewhere deep down inside. I tried to dig it out, and because the flame which is supposed to be meant to become an inferno or a volcano, I was trying to, search for it. So I started working on myself. I attended lot many seminars, lot many workshops and all. Tried working on myself and tried to find out as to what exactly went wrong in these past 30 years. It is not that I have not achieved anything as of now. I'm living a decent life, but still my aspirations was quite big, my goals and ambitions were quite high. So what exactly went wrong? And during this quest, I found out the missing piece, Eureka. So I got an idea. Now, like Harvard University, I was also very curious to try that idea on someone. So I was looking out for a guinea pig. And as you say, the charity begins from home. So I went to my home. I went to my son's show. He is basically a young guy who's the more he was at actually at the very crucial year of his life, which is the 12th boards. He's going to appear for his 12th board. So I said this will be the perfect guinea pig for me right now for to experiment this particular thing with the idea which I've got. So ultimately I went to his room and he was sitting on his couch looking at his mobile as usual. I went and sat in front on the chair. So he looked at me with a curiosity and the smile was there. He knew that my father has come at this particular time, so there's something fishy. Is something going to come to me? So he looked at me and I said, Abhiday, go and get my pouch. Now he was confused. He was asking, which pouch? I again firmly said, again, Abhiday, just go and get my pouch. He was confused. What pouch are you talking about? I firmly said last time, Abhiday, go and get my pouch immediately. So finally he started getting on from the couch and he started walking in the opposite direction, frustrated, confused, looking at me again that I might give a clue. Ultimately he went out and after a certain time, after a minute or so, he came back and gave me the pouch. And that pouch was a toiletry pouch, normally what we carry during our travel. And with the frustration, he was looking at me. So I smiled. So when I smiled, he said, okay, he relaxed a bit. I said, okay, relax. Now sit. Then I gave a chit to him. And that chit, when he opened, it read that Abhiday, go and get the maroon color pouch, which is in which I keep all my documents in, which is lying in the drawer next to where I sleep. Even I drew a picture of the pouch, a vertical pouch with a fold in between with a button on top. So I told him, at the end I wrote, Abhiday, if you're going to get this pouch within the next 30 seconds, you're going to get a reward of 100 rupees. And when he read it and he looked at me, I said, your time starts now. Obviously, he rushed. My wife from the other room, she was shouting, Abhiday, what is going on? What is wrong with you? Anyhow, he went and searched and came back and he gave me the pouch. And I told him, okay. He was all excited, all breathless. I said, okay, relax, sit down. Then I said, boss, for the past 10 to 12 days, I've been telling you that you're supposed to write down your goals, your academic goals, that what percentage you want in each and every subject. And I've been telling you that you're supposed to write down what kind of nutrition you should be having, what kind of sleep you should be having these days during your preparation days. But everything was in vain because you had no clarity. So the first instance was when I told you to get the pouch, you had no clarity. So ultimately you didn't do it. You couldn't do it. And you, in fact, whatever you did it, you took more than 60 seconds to get that pouch, which is also not the correct pouch. That is not what I was looking for. And then I said, when you got clarity after reading through the entire chit, you had all the clarity, right? You want to know how much time you took after getting all the clarity as to what exactly was required. He said, yes, because I want to know whether I got that 100 rupees or not. I said, you took just 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, you got the entire pouch. That is with the clarity. So without the clarity, you took more than 60 seconds, wrong results, confusion and frustration. Whereas with the clarity, you got it in 15 seconds. The correct result and the speed and the excitement was showing up on his face. So I said, now do you understand what exactly it has happened? I said, now if you're going to write down your goals for tonight and you have going to stick it in front of you on the wall, I'm going to give you another 400 rupees. And guess what happened? That beggar earned 500 rupees that particular day. So basically, the dreams versus goal was the difference the dreams are basically 30 years back when I saw it was, I had the dreams, I had the aspirations, but it was all in my head. Okay, it was mixed thoughts. So whenever you have something, a dream, okay, I want to have this kind of thing in my life, you will have two thoughts. You will either think positive, or you will say, okay, God, no, this is not your cup of tea. And that is what happened with me during these years. And everything was like floating in vague ideas and unclear and forgettable. I have forgotten many dreams during that time. And it is all passive wishing. Whereas once you put down your goals, once you put down your dreams on a paper, when you write it down, you're kind of, first of all, imagining it happening in your head. You're not going to write, okay, this is not my cup of tea. You're going to write the positive thing. So you're imagining that it is happening, and then you're using your muscle memory and putting it down in the paper. So it becomes, and you're again reading it. So it becomes assertive, positive, clear, specific, visual, and the actionnaire label. You start getting the actions. You start getting the way forward, looking at the way forward. Plus, most importantly, you're supposed to give a timeline. I gave Abhiday 30 seconds. So if you give a timeline to your dreams, once you've written it down, you get the active commitment. So a dream written down with a timeline becomes your goal. So this is the actual definition of goal. I'll give you one more scenario. Now suppose you're having a race. We all are having a race with Michael Schumacher. He's the fastest driver in the world, and he's sitting in his F1 car. And you are in your car, whichever car you have. Let's suppose take the smallest Alto. Now, if I ask you that who's going to win the race, you will say you're the most stupid person. Obviously, Michael Schumacher is going to win the race. But suppose if I change the scenario out here, if I say Michael Schumacher's car has got all dirt on the windscreen. He cannot see the road, he cannot see the destination. Whereas your car is completely clean. Alto has got clean windscreen. You can see the end goal. You can see the path. Now, in this situation, who will win the race? I guess you are smart enough to understand that power without vision leads to a crash. My son didn't have any idea what he's supposed to do in the first scenario. He got the wrong result. Whereas the second time, the clarity enables the speed and the direction. You get the direction automatically. And with the clarity, you will win the race. So this is the power of writing down your dreams into goals. Now, there are 4 different areas of your life in which your everything, all the goals, your life actually circles around. First is the health. This is one of the area. Second, relationship. Third, career. Fourth is money. So everything around for you rotates in these fields only. Health, physical, mental, emotional, energy. Relationship is family, friends, partner. Social, career is growth, skill, purpose, impact. Money is freedom, wealth, security, and assets. Now, these are some of the examples of the health goals which you can actually set. Like lose 10 kgs by so and so date. You have to specify the date. And walk 10,000 steps daily. These are just few examples of the health goal setting. The relationship. Call parents twice a week. Or build relationship with your upper line and down line. Attend 2 networking events per month. This could be our goals when it comes to our field right now. Then career, achieve BR status by February 2026. That could be a goal. Add 6 BRs in your team by May 30th when the actual launch will happen. That could be the goal. Increase revenue by 1 crore by March 2027. That could be one of the goals related to career. Money related to goals is basically save around 5 lakhs on an emergency funds by June 2026. That could be the goal. Pay off all your debts for so and so date. Build 50,000 passive income by so and so date. So these are some examples of the goal setting which you can actually do. Now, goals without timeline, which I said, is just the wishes. If you just write your goals and if you don't give a timeline, this is just a wish. Because suppose if I have not written down that Abhyuday get it within 30 seconds, you would have taken another maybe a minute to go and get it. But once you give the timeline to it, you are committed towards. Automatically, you'll get that energy, that power to work. You will find the solution to go and get it. Automatically, things will be clear. So what is your timeline? That is important. Now, we have seen as to what exactly is the goal setting, what do you actually mean by goal setting, and why the goal setting is so very important. Because you get all the clarity once you write down your goals. Now the bestest thing, the best way to set your goals. This is basically the icing on the cake. The first thing is basically you need to get a new fresh notebook because you're setting your goals of life. Title the page, My Life's Goal for 2026 or whatever year you want to decide. And invest 15 to 20 minutes uninterrupted, focused, concentrated. See, if we have to, decide our journey, our vacation, if you have to plan our vacations, which we go for maybe a week or so, we take more time in planning the vacation. And this is the longest journey we are going to travel, that is our life. Can we just take out this 15 to 20 minutes and completely focus and try to understand what do you actually want? So write down your top 10 goals. That is the most important thing. It could be more also, it could be less also. At least you should have 4 related to health, relationship, career and money. Start with at least 4 goals. Slowly you will get. Now this, you will say, okay, this is the way we have been writing down our goals. Yes, even I have also written down my goals earlier also. But still, what is the bestest way out here? Well, the best way is you're supposed to take a challenge of 30 days goal writing challenge. What is that? You write down your goals every single morning. Now, why do you think that is important? That is because Michael Schumacher's car, if it is covered with all dirt, what do you think he has to do? He has to switch on the wiper, right? So do you think one wiper is good enough to get the clarity, the vision? No, he will have to do it multiple times. So that is what this challenge is all about. So once you start writing your goals multiple times, it will get imbibed in you. And the best part, what you're supposed to do is, if you're writing it, suppose you've written it down on the first day, you're writing it for the second day, you are not supposed to look at your previous day, what you have written. So don't look back. This is the best thing. If you can do it for 30 days, you will get all the clarity in your head. Each and every day, your goals might increase. You might add a couple of things. You might delete a couple of things which are not very important. And you might change your vocabulary. You'll even become more assertive, more planned. Fresh perspective will come every single day. And every single day, if you're going to write, you will watch the clarity emerging. You will have more and more clarity in the life. At least commit for 7 days. Just try it for 7 days and telling you're going to love the entire process, the entire way. Because you start getting the clarity, you will start getting, because I'll tell you, I've been telling my son at the same time I was writing my goals. So when I had written my goal, one of the goals was that I'm supposed to teach my kids how to set their life goals. Every day I was writing it down. I was trying to understand what is going on, why I'm not able to convince my son as to He's not able to still write down the things. So by thinking every single day, I got that idea, fresh idea that I should apply this experiment on him and see the result. And I got the result. So that is the power. In fact, once you start doing it, you will start loving it. And normally we say we don't know what exactly do we actually require from our life. We don't have the clarity. You will have the clarity once you do this. This is an amazing learning which I have received so far of my life. So your transformation time is basically day 1. You will find this is interesting. Day 3, pattern will start emerging. 7, the clarity will start building. 15, the refined vision will become even more refined. And 30th day, you will have the crystal clear clarity. Right now, if I close I've completed 25 days of my writing goals. And if I close my eyes, I'm 100% sure each and every step what I have written it down with the wordings. So it is kind of got imbibed into me. So you will have that clarity, clear goals. Your vision will be quite clear. My 30 years lesson is basically at the age of 51 with the 30 years of wandering the drift. I have achieved some success as of now, but my dreams are much, much bigger. So don't lose your 30 years. You have what I didn't have at the age of 21, which is the system, the clarity, the method. Use it. I have a few resources. If you scan this, you will get the PDF in which you will get the specific 50 sample goals, daily writing sheet and weekly reflections, which you can actually try and do, utilize. So will you take that 7-day challenge, 30-day challenge, 7-day challenge? If yes, just raise your hand. Yes, I'll do it. If you commit, your accountability starts right now. Because 30 years from now, you're going to have 2 stories to tell. You will say, I had all the dreams and the aspirations, and the life just happened to me. Like for me, it happened for the past 30 years. Or you will say, I wrote down my dreams and I made them happen. So the choice is yours. Which story you want to tell? Dreams are the most powerful energy. Everything is being created by your dreams. And now you know how to harness it. When you write down your dreams, it becomes your goals. You will have all the clarity. So manifest your dream 2026, not by chance, but by design. So go write your destiny. And at the end, I would like to commit that I want to be like someone out here. Sally San. She is already a multi-billionaire.
Right? Yeah.
She's
Amazing.
living that kind of life which you all kind of dream of living. She's living one of
Yes.
the poshest area in Japan, and she's already there. And this is what she's the most inspiration for us, for all of us.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks a lot, Ansari-san, and thanks a lot, Ram-san, for leading the entire team. And thank you for giving the opportunity. We're quite excited and let this year to be the best year of our life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gaurav-san. Amazing presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel all? Very much charged, right? As I told, he's an expert on goal setting. Amazing. The story, what you have told, the way you moved each and every topics, amazing, Gaurav-san.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm also feeling the same thing that writing the goal and reading again and again, polishing, it's very, very important. Thank you. So people definitely remember, and we have a lot of young people in this presentation. So they have got the clue what they have to do. With your right presentation, they will achieve much earlier, like Salisan. Yes, Salisa started dreaming around 26 and she achieved in 30. Now we are watching her dream. So, yeah, we miss our 30 years actually. Numbers may vary 3 years, 30 years, something like that. But yeah, you put it in very right way that, yeah, dreaming, yeah, executing the dream, it's very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you made the year starting first presentation amazingly, and who attended, they are all lucky. Yeah, sometime the way you told, I also remember. Yeah, among some of my friends, after these many years, after started the business, we talk like 20 years before. Casually we call, casually we spend, casually hours and hours we talk. Okay, if we don't have this kind of business, we don't have such kind of life actually. In our official life, we don't spend time like that. At any moment, you can call your friends and be in touch and talk to them like a lot of things. So it makes sense. Thank you, Gaurav-san.
Thank you.
So Sali-san, how do you feel?
Wow, amazing.
Now the world is around you.
So let's make like dream vision boards. Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Ah, did you make? Is there anyone already make vision boards? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you
So
sure?
right.
Well.
I cannot, I can show actually,
Oh.
but I covered and locked very nicely.
Oh,
So what I did, I bought a 10-year diary.
that's nice.
Yeah. So what I write on the first day of January, next year I can see, next year I can see the difference. Okay. So very after a lot of research, so first year when I'm going through or writing some of the things, everything, as Gaurav-san told, that everything may be new. But next year I can see the milestones, that how it is last year, how it was, and this year, how it was. Something like that, the clarity, what he told, it will be there actually for that purpose. And I'm working on it very seriously. Result will come. We will not grow 10 people, 20 people. We will be growing lakhs or billions. Or you may have personal goal, official goal, something like that. But for the new skin also, we would like to have some goal. So thank you very much, Gaurav-san. Wonderful presentation. It made our day actually. Yeah, let's begin today onwards. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Sali-san, for wonderful that yesterday's speech. It also makes sense. It's in line with your success, discipline, and hard work. There is nothing. In any age, even 20s also, people can be successful if they have discipline and hard work. When they are with a good system, we are a very good system actually. Okay, let's make it more and more stronger. So thank you, everyone.